Hello students, today we shall discuss chapter 17 from science book Stars and the Solar System. Before starting this chapter, I want to discuss about what is universe. You know the vast space which includes everything like stars, sun, planets, their moons, meteorites, comets and the vast empty space and the gases between them is the universe. Here, from smallest particle to the biggest structure exist. The celestial objects like the stars, moon, planets, which form a part of universe. The earth is just like a tiny speck in the universe, or it is a point in the universe. So it is so vast and endless. Let's start the chapter. Paheli and Bhujo visited their grandparents' village during the summer break. After dinner, they went on to the roof of the house. It was a clear, cloudless night. They were surprised to see a large number of bright stars in the sky. They had never seen such a beautiful scene in their city. Paheli wondered why the village sky was so different from the night sky in the big cities. Her grandfather explained that due to bright light, smoke, and dust, the sky in big cities is rarely clear. Yes, the night sky can be clearly seen from a pollution free, cloudless, clear sky, and from that very pollution free area like villages. In city area, for the light pollution, that is for unnecessary bright light, smoke, dust, the clear sky cannot be seen. He also identified some objects seen in the night sky and told stories associated with them. Night sky watching can be a fascinating experience at a place where there are no bright lights and atmosphere is clear. For the presence of the bright light, we cannot see the far distant stars clearly because the bright light disturbs the view. Look at the night sky on a dark, clear night. You see the entire sky dotted with countless stars, some bright and some not so bright. Observe them carefully. What are stars? Actually, stars are huge heavenly bodies which have their own light. These are extremely hot and emit light and heat both. Our nearest star, you know very well, that is the sun, which is the source of energy of the earth. And in the night sky, we can see nearly about 3000 or more, nearly about about 300 or 500 stars with our naked eye. But there is countless star in the night sky. Some stars are, very bright. Some stars or group of stars. Some form patterns which are known as constellations. Constellations like Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Orion. These are the constellations. Bright stars that we can see in the night sky like Pole Star, Sirius, Evening Star. Sometimes the planet Venus appears so bright it seems like a star. So, do all of them appear to twinkle? Do you find any star like object which does not twinkle? The objects which do not twinkle are planets. Yes, The stars have their own light. For this one, they emit light, and when the light from the stars passes through the atmosphere, having different density, or the light rays change its path continuously. For it, the stars appear to be twinkling, but actually they do not twinkle for the presence of the atmosphere, where the density of the layers of the air continuously change, and for refraction this happens. In case of planet, as they have don't light their own, they get the light from the stars, so they do not appear to be twinkle like that of the stars, and they also, the planets are not so bright like that of the stars. The moon is the brightest object in the night sky, and the stars, the planets, the moon, and many other objects in the sky are called celestial objects. So moon is the celestial object which is near to the earth. For this we see the moon so bright in the night, and also we can see the surface from the earth than that of the other celestial object. About the moon you learn in junior classes. The moon is the only one natural satellite of the earth, and the moon appears to be brightest of all celestial objects except sun in the night sky, because it gets light from the sun, and from the surface of the moon the light of the sun get reflect. The study of celestial objects and associated phenomena is known as astronomy. In ancient India, our ancestors performed methodical observations of the sky, and their knowledge of astronomy was highly advanced for their time. Passage of the sun, stars, moon, and planets in the sky helped them to devise calendars and almanacs. These were often used by people in their day-to-day conduct, and a better understanding of climate and rainfall pattern for timely sowing and choice of crops, fixing the dates of season and festivals. Yes, so our ancient Indian science was far advanced of that very time. Indian astronomers Aryabhatta and also mathematician first told that the earth is moving about the sun, and also he proved that the earth shape of the earth is spherical shape. They move in an orbit, that is elliptical orbit. Let us also make some observations of celestial objects and learn about them. The moon. Observe the moon continuously for several nights, and preferably from one full moon to the next. Make a sketch of moon every night in your notebook and note the day from day to the full moon. Also note every part of the sky in which the moon is seen from east to west. If you observe the moon every day, you can see the different shapes of the moon. These are called phases. So, is there a change in the shape of the moon every day? Are there days when the shape of the moon appears to be perfectly round? Or are there days when the moon cannot be seen at all, even if the sky is clear? The day on which you know the whole disk or whole shape of the full phase of the moon we can see, that is called full moon day. Thereafter, every night the size of the bright part of the moon appears to become thinner and thinner, and on the 15th day of the moon is not visible, and the day is called new moon day. That means on that very day no moon can be seen on the sky. The next day only a small portion of the moon appear in the sky, and this is known as crescent moon. Then again the moon grows larger every day, and on the 15th day hence again we can view the full phase of the moon. The various shapes of the bright part of the moon as seen during a month are called phases of the moon. The phases of the moon plays an important role in our social life. Almost all festivals in India are celebrated according to the phases of the moon. For example, Diwali, Guru Purnima, Buddha Purnima, Mahashivratri, Eid. These all are observed by following the shape or phases of the moon. Time period between one full moon to the next full moon is slightly longer than 29 days. In many calendars, this period is known as month. But the one orbital period of the moon is not same as that of the time taken from one full moon to another full moon. The orbital time is about 27 days or 27 and a half days. So these are not same. Now Bhujo, one question for you. Why does the moon change its shape every day? There is a misconception we carry, that is the moon change its shape, or we can say different shapes of the moon, because shadow of the earth falls on it and it changes. But actually it is not. For this we have to learn one activity. Let us try to understand why phases of the moon occur. You have studied in chapter 16 that moon does not produce its own light, whereas the sun and other stars do. So we see the moon because the sunlight falling on it gets reflected towards it. So we therefore see only that part of the moon from which the light of the sun is reflected towards us. Let us learn one activity to understand the phenomena. Activity 17.2. Take a big ball or pitcher, paint half of it with white and half black. Go out into the playground with two of your friends, draw a circle of radius of 2 meters on the ground and divide the circle into 8 equal parts. As shown in the figure, here you can see the whole circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Stand at the center of the circle, ask a friend to hold the ball at different points of the circle and ask her to keep the white portion of the ball always towards the sun. If you are performing this activity in the morning, then the white portion of the ball should be kept towards the east. And if the activity is being performed at the afternoon, then the white portion of the ball should be towards the west. Now, standing in the center of the circle, observe the visible white portion of the ball while your friend stands at the point on the circle marked earlier and draw as you see. Now, in this picture, by standing at the point and facing on the ball, all the time you cannot see the full white side of the ball. The portion or the ratio of the white portion and the black portion get changed according to the position of the ball. That means on the 8 points that is drawn on the circle, the ratio of the white portion and the black portion will not remain same. So student, I think you understood why do we see different shape. So when the white portion of the ball is just in front of you, you cannot see the black part. And when that very ball is in your right side or at the left side, you cannot see the full white portion on, cannot also see the full black portion. You will see half black and half white portion. The same thing happens in case of moon while it revolving about the earth. The moon and the earth continuously change its place, and from the place we are in the night sky, we cannot see the same bright portion area of the moon. These are the different phases of the moon, position of the moon in its orbit in different position. Here you can see when the sunlight falls on that very part, we can see the full face. Here we can see the full face of the moon, that is full moon day. Or suppose you are standing here in the night sky, so you in from night in the from here in the night sky you can see the full face, that is full moon day. But when the position of the moon is here and you are standing in the night sky, so in that very side no moon will be there, so there is a no moon day. And here when half of the portion getting light of the sun, that is the half moon. Now from this picture, as it is a 2D picture, it will not be clear to you because this concept you will clear by getting 3D image, because the moon, sun, earth all are in the space, and the sun always not remain in the same side of the earth, it also revolving about the earth, so position of the moon also change. Remember that the moon revolves around the earth along with the moon revolves around the sun. Can you now guess the relative position of the sun, moon and the earth on the day of the full moon and on the day of the new moon? The size of the illuminated part of the moon visible from the earth increases each day after the new moon day. And after the full moon day, the sunlit part of the moon visible from the earth decreases in size every day. So from here you can see, as we go from full moon day towards new moon day, the visible portion decreasing, and when we are going from no moon day to full moon day, the visible part so as we are going from full moon day to no moon day, the visible part or the bright part of the moon decreasing, and the portion of the bright part increasing as we go from no moon or new moon day to full moon day. I have heard that we never see the backside of the moon from the earth. Is it true? Yes. Because the moon takes same time to revolve around the earth and to rotate about its axis. So when an object takes same time to rotate and revolve, then we cannot see the other side of it. The same case happen here in the for moon. For this, let us learn one activity 17.3. For this you need to draw a circle about 1 meter diameter on the ground and ask one of your friends to stand at the center of this circle. You will revolve your friends in such a manner that your face always remain towards him. Can your friend see your back? No, it is not possible. If you always remain towards him, facing towards him, so it is not possible for your friend to see your back. Now, how many rotations did you complete in one revolution? The moon revolves around the earth in a similar manner. The moon completes one rotation on its axis as it completes one revolution around the earth. Today we are reading up to this much. Next day we'll learn more about the moon's surface. And one more thing, to clear why do we get only one side of the moon. I'm drawing one picture. Let suppose this is the earth. Okay, and this one is the lit face of the moon. For showing the face I am drawing one arrow. Now while the moon revolving about the earth in this way, here just at 180-degree position the face of the moon towards the earth like this. So here already 180-degree rotation, 180-degree rotation complete, and again here facing towards the earth 180-degree rotation. So there is a complete rotation happen. That means the moon completes one rotation on its axis as it completes one revolution around the earth. So students, read your book properly and try to understand. If you have any question you can ask me. And next day we will learn more about moon and its surface. Okay, thank you.